69. Welcome in, y'all. Y'all, we down here at Wildwood Park, and we just chilling, man. I just woke up. We just woke up. You got to pee. Let me let her out so she can use the bathroom, y'all. You know, she come to let you know what she need to do in her laundry bag, y'all. Keep it out. Hold up. It ain't enough room in here to move. It's okay. Cause we finna move on to bigger and better things. Go pee. Go pee. Okay, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all, let me show you where we at. Hurry up, cutie pie. Hold on. This where we at. See? Come here, cutie. Come here. She'll take a hike and you won't even know she gone. What I say? You don't even know she gone. Yep. With this y'all. Come on in, welcome in. We just sitting here, just relaxing and watching TV. That's all. This is what we do every day. We go, we handle our business, whatever business we got to handle. And then we come back and we sit up at the parks. See? This what we was for I can let that down. This what we was for the 4th of July. And couldn't get no reception. But we here now, we got plenty. Y'all, let me tell you what van life is all about. I'm learning. Van life is about, see, it wouldn't be so boring to me if we wasn't in this that we're in. Because, see, I knew what it was going to be in Cleveland. You see, the plan was for me to come to Cleveland, get all my doctor and dental appointments out the way while seeing what I had in Cleveland, in Chestnut, and then after that, leaving and going on to Memphis. Staying in Memphis for about a week or two, leaving Memphis and going on to Selma. Y'all hear me? Y'all, everything that me and my husband planned, either them been, it ain't never been the two. Do y'all hear me? I just ain't never in my life seen nothing like it. I promise you I ain't. And I'm still trying to be just as positive as I can. But y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Look, look, LJ said I can't keep living in my RV full time. I feel her. I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in Cleveland. Y'all, it's so discouraging. It really is. And you try to keep the the positive side of things, but it ain't no positive side of nothing. It's really not. People, you just cannot keep. I swear to God, I'm so mad. I don't know what to do, y'all. I don't know what to do and how to do. I'm so mad. I am so mad. It's things I want to do, places I want to go, people I want to see and introduce y'all to, but I can't because I got a van that's very degrading and embarrassing. Y'all hear me? It's stressful, it's belittling, and just like I told my husband, I said, babe, I said, I can't take this van nowhere. I can't do it. Hey, Miss Jerry. I can't. I just can't. I just can't do it. Battle. Oh, and y'all, that's another thing I want to tell y'all. Battle Bean still emailing me talking about some. This is my last email talking about some. It was a typo. No, it wasn't, baby. You probably. He said his phone is on auto correct or something like that, and he said his phone type. I don't know. No. Can I tell y'all something? I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't care if it was a typo. I don't care what it was. God let things. That's all I need. I really need you to understand that. I don't care. I don't care what it was. It may have very well been a typo. I don't care. I hit the button on accident before I could finish. It's okay. It's okay. I don't care what it was, babe. Battle Bean done emailed me. I didn't respond. I don't respond to people emails that email me. You know what I'm saying? I don't respond to that type of stuff. I don't care what it was, honey. I don't. I really don't. He said he didn't mean to say that. He said he enjoyed being a part of my community. He said he looked at me as family. We are family. We're just not family on Jerry Berry Lane. We are family in God's eyes, just not on Jerry Berry Lane. We're not gonna do that. I'm not finna go through no with nobody about the decisions I made about my channel. I'm not gonna do that. Period. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's it. Battle Bean, you okay, honey. You know we gonna keep you in our prayers because we understand you young and you don't have no family out here. Well, you got family, but you know what I'm saying? Your main hub is gone. I know how that is. I'm 55. I lost my mama at the age of 50. So I really can understand how you feel. You have this sermon prior to the incident, right? What do you mean? What do you mean? I have discernment, period. It ain't even, it's not even prior. It may not be the sharpest. I got enough sense to know when somebody being disrespectful and being condescending to God. I got enough sense to know that. I sure do. And I don't play games like that. And Erica, can I please be honest with you? You was two steps from being blocked right along with him. You really was. You really was. And my husband knew that too. I told my husband, I said Erica was finna get blocked right along with him. She really was. I don't play games on my channel like that. I really don't. I sure did. I sure did. And I really don't want to talk about Battle Bean. I really don't, because Battle Bean, for real, Battle Bean is the past. I gotta keep looking. I got other kindred spirits on this channel that I got to worry about. See, that's the problem. Everybody want, and I don't understand people for the life of me. I really don't. People want to be a part of your community and want to be a part of your life and stuff, but they don't want to have respect. You understand? This channel is about God. No matter how much I cuss, how much I fuss, how much I bicker, whatever, none of that matters. What matters is getting to God. Period. You sure was, and I want you to know, and I think you know that. I think you know it, Erica. That's why ain't nobody seen you, or you ain't been on in a couple of days. You was finna go right along with him. Yes, you was. Because I really do believe that you set the pace for him to play with God. I don't know how. I don't know how and why you and Battle Bean took that as a time to play. I really don't. I don't even know how y'all took that as a time to play at all. I really don't. And the comments that I was reading on my page when y'all was talking amongst each other, it was very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. He talking, asking you, do you whore and all this, that, and the third. Come on, where y'all think y'all at? Ain't no time for stuff like that. I don't allow things like that to go on my channel. I really don't. Battle Bean got out of line before, and Battle Bean think I didn't know who he was. I knew exactly who he was. I saw him come into the chat, and I shared with him that you had prophesied. But some way or another, you and him took that as a time to play with God. Yeah, when you were saying something about your flesh, something with your flesh, you and him was talking, whatever it was, something with your flesh, and he said something about, so, oh, you be whoring, or you are something with whoring. That's all I remember. It was very inappropriate. I don't allow things like that to go on my channel. Regardless of what go on, baby, we put God first over here. And see, I already had Battle Bean on my radar because of some of the things that he was saying and how dismissive he was being towards my husband. I ain't said nothing about my flesh. Somebody said something about some flesh or something. Something with some flesh. My flesh was something. And he said, and in response, he said, are you hoeing? And then he said, LOL, I'm just kidding. See, all that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. That's not what this channel is about. You see? And I don't know if he took that, and then when you said what you said to him when we all came back, he took that and he just went totally left with it. I don't like that. I really don't. I don't like it, and I don't appreciate it. Y'all got to understand something beyond everything else. Then when I'm telling him, telling y'all, no. Keep it about God on he gonna tell me, anyways, I got a dilemma, and you still got that dilemma. You still got it. No, baby. I don't know. I don't know who this young man think he was or is or whatever it is. He blocked. He gonna stay blocked. I'm not turning around. If I block you off my channel, you're not coming back. And I meant that. You can send me as many emails as you think your poor heart wants to send me. I'm gonna pray for you from a distance, and I'm gonna forget I ever known you, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Just like your pastor in your church do. That's it. That's all. I don't, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know, did he take that as a time to play because of the live before that and the conversation you and him had? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea from, and I don't care. I really don't. All I know, do not play on this. I be up talking to God because I got real people on my live, real faithful people that's going through stuff. We don't have time to play. We don't have time for foolishness. We don't have time for any of that stuff. We all 1 foot from being gone off this earth, and our lives ain't saved. It's a time to do all things. And what it wasn't a time to do, whenever I sit up and I say things, I say it because it was revealed to me. He lost a lot that night. A lot that he would never see. He would never get back. He lost a lot. Y'all look at these big. Y'all see them big pretty dogs? You ain't gonna tell me them ain't no show dogs. I know better than that. See, people got to learn when to hold them and when to fold them. And when to just have cool and respect. Sure was. And to be blocked off my live that night. And ain't no need in me lying to you. And I told my husband, I said, Erica was finna get blocked too, babe. He said, I know it. Even my husband saw it. It was just unbelievable. And see, what you didn't understand, Erica, see, if I had got your number, then I would have called you and I would have told you. Don't play with Battle Bean on my live. I got Battle Bean on my radar. I had him on my radar for a very long time. A very long time. Because he came in my live with being deceitful. And didn't have to be. Then he gonna tell me something, well, I'll just go. If that's what you need to do, baby, to make yourself whole, that's what you do. Me and my husband, we put together a PDL for him because, see, I'm a woman of my word. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I told him, I said, I'm going to help you build your business. I told him that, and that I am going to do. I'm going to send him the instructions on how to build, even though he don't need it. And he's not going to use it. He ain't going to use nothing I tell him. But I'm going to do it anyway because I promised him I would. But he don't need me. He don't need my instructions. He don't need anything from me. You understand? But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna waste my time and I'm gonna do it anyway because that's the type of person I am. But Battle Bean don't need nothing from me. Nothing at all do he need from me. Nothing. I has been see talking to you, I do not see his disrespectful comment. He had been blocked. You right. I don't play with God. Well, he sure have been blocked. And he gonna stay being blocked. Because what he said was very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. Everything he stands for is inappropriate. And see, the good part that I love about God, when people ain't being real and they being deceitful, God let it show. That's what I love about God. When a person think that they getting over on me, that's not it. Because God already you was. Everybody that come, I enter into a personal and it has to be that way. Because I need to see what type, who are you? He ain't the only one that done been that done been blocked, that done came to my email. Time after time after time. Ain't no explain you. That's yes, he did. He said, so you be hoeing. It's something got to be something with a hoe, something with flesh. My flesh is so heavy, and my flesh is so this and so that. I didn't, I didn't, I didn't even really read the comments. I glanced them because I couldn't believe it. I said, what is this? What is they talking about in my life? I don't allow these type of conversations to go on in my life. That's crazy. We'll keep you in our prayers, and that's it. That's all we can do for you. I don't allow kids in my life, and I don't know how. I don't allow. Listen, I'm getting. I need to stay with God through all of this. Relaxation, living, living, and exploring whatever avenue of content creating genre you in. Me, I'm with God. Anything in between that shouldn't even be happening. Well, I'm glad you didn't block me because I'm not on that level. I'm a 55-year-old woman and I don't have time. I understand that. And so am I. And I don't neither. And like I told my husband, I said, babe, I said, I don't think she understands. See, this shouldn't be happening. Shouldn't be happening no way, no how. Shouldn't be happening no way, no how. Not this, because no wonder I got my off. All this time, my Wi-Fi been off. And I'm thinking it's on. Uh, they keep starting my time. Baby, I ain't got time for this. When I leave adults in my life to conversate amongst one another, I expect y'all to keep the conversation mutual, keep it respectful, and keep it about journeys and things, good things that done happen to y'all, and good things that y'all want to happen to y'all. I don't want to have to read stuff like this in my life. Can you see me, babe? Can you see me? Okay. Because of the simple fact, I'm up here at Wildwood today. So you already know how that goes. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not doing that with Bada Bean. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna keep my word to him, and after I do that, I'm releasing him. That's it. That's all. Cause like I said, he don't need my guidance. He really don't. That's a spirit telling him, get her, let her do this and let her do that. No, mm-mm. He don't need my guidance. He don't need none of that. Battle Bean got everything he need. He really do. And a lot of things he don't deserve, but he got it. He got it. And see, God let him told me how he really was. You spoiled and used to get in your way and being manipulative. You won't do it to Shirley. You will not do it to Shirley. And I meant that. Baby, you ain't got to keep emailing me. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Thank you so much for the time that you spent on Jerry Berry Lane. We wish you well. We don't wish you nothing but well. We hope you prosper in all your endeavors. That's how we do it over here. We don't have time to sit up and wish nobody nothing but that. That's it. That's all. And Babylon should have known that I wasn't nothing to play with when when I uh when I blocked Angela. And I told everybody then, when I hear from God and God tell me, uh look at all this medicine these people are, and God tell me they don't fit, you out of here. I don't have time for that. Just know this. At the end of the day, when I get off this line, I tarry with God. I really do. I have to. I'm a long ways from my husband. I'm out here by myself. And I tarry with God. I do what God say do. I don't have time for that. I got bigger and badder issues. I came here to see your journey and see how you doing. I'm doing okay. We learned what was wrong with Chestnut and why she kept cutting off. But that's another day. You got to go back and very, very. Obviously he didn't. Obviously he didn't. And why he didn't, I don't know. When he saw it firsthand, God let him see it. And like I told him, baby, ain't no friendship in God. On a personal journey with the Lord, ain't no friendship. You think I done came this far and I'm gonna get in front of God and God look at me and say, but you did such and such a thing in the name of friendship? When I gave you direction to do this or to do that, no, no. I ain't finna get no whooping, y'all. A whooping from the Lord, you don't know how long it's gonna last. And I ain't trying to find out. Cause I don't wanna know. I'm just y'all, I'm just real discouraged. I'm real discouraged. And see, I don't like to share that part because it makes my husband feel bad. And it shouldn't. Because my husband is my biggest cheerleader through and through. And Battle Bean said some very inappropriate stuff about my husband. And I told him, I said, I remember you. I remember Battle Bean from a while back. I really do. I really do. I remember him from a while back. He's a good spirit. Good spirit, but deceitful ways. And they came home to roost at the wrong time. You don't say no well anyways, and I'm sitting up here telling you about disrespecting the Holy Spirit. Is you crazy? God'll slap you every which way but loose. You don't do that. Who you think appointed your mama and your daddy and afforded them the life you had that the rest of your brothers and sisters didn't get to enjoy? God. That's what I'm saying. And for him, I'm the only one that grew up with both of my parents. And baby, you should have just a little bit more respect for God, because you have none. And that's my observation. I'm gonna send him this PDF. I'm gonna send it to him, and I'm gonna make sure. But he don't need it. Battle Bean don't need nothing from me, y'all. Battle Bean could get anything he need. But see, I'm finna tell you what's gonna happen. And I know you listening, Battle Bean. And I know you there. You got somebody around you that's just around you because of that inheritance you got. They don't like you. They don't like you at all because of your arrogant ways. You understand? But when people know you got something that they could use and can be beneficial to them, they will ride your wave and kiss your ass to get to their next level. And that's their whole agenda. And after they do that, and they get what they came to get, they gone. I don't know who it is. I see a lady. I don't know who she is. She got brownish black hair, pretty skin. Are you Puerto Rican and black? Because you're not all the way black. You Puerto Rican and black. Or Hispanic and black. You mixed. And it's some woman that's around you. These spirits that are around you, they are around you because of what they can get from you. It ain't got nothing to do with like, and it ain't got nothing to do with love. Because they despise you in every way they can because of your ways. Hey, Callie. How you doing, baby? Girl, Chestnut throttle body messed up. That's what it was. It was the throttle body. And we got a used one from the junkyard, from the salvage yard, and my uncle cleaned it and put it on Chestnut yesterday. And Chestnut ran fine all day yesterday. And she cut off a couple of times today, but she started back up and she kept going. If you send the information, he might think he's okay with you. A young man with inheritance says it all. That's what I'm saying. I hope you are doing good. I'm okay, Callie. Oh, so y'all, we got it fixed. But God, yeah. But see, the thing is, I don't know if she got to warm up to it or what it is. But Chestnut, when you sit at a light too long, you can hear the knocking. She getting ready to throw a rod, or she getting or a gasket blow is one, or that sound like a piston. That's what it sound like. It's one or the other. And see, all we trying to do is just let it do what it do until we can find another van. So what we gonna do this week, me and my dad, we gonna see, can we find me a Econoline 350 for like $3,000, and see, can we talk them down. You know, I had to block Battle Bean, Callie. I was gonna call you and tell you. We had to block him. Battle Bean got real disrespectful in the live Friday. I prophesied on the Sabbath, on the Sabbath Eve. I said it's 3 people that's gonna be millionaires in my life. I said, y'all, our season is coming to pass, and God getting ready to bless people. And I told him, I prophesied, I said, Callie, Erica, and Battle Bean gonna be millionaires. Some way or another, Battle Bean and Erica, all I know, Erica said Battle Bean. Miss Jerry said, me and you are gonna be millionaires. And Battle Bean said, LOL with a smiling face. And Erica said something, and Battle Bean said something very inappropriate, and I stopped it. And I stopped him, and I was telling him, you don't play with God. No, what I said, I said Battle Bean already rich. He said, I wish. And that's when I stopped it. I stopped it. And I was trying to, I was telling them, when I tell you something, I'm telling you what God showed me. I ain't telling you something just to be saying it. Don't play with God on my channel. That young man says, anyways, with 3 exclamation points behind it. Anyways, I got a dilemma. And I looked at that comment. I said, I want to block your ass so bad, Battle Bean. And I was waiting on God. When that Holy Spirit say do it, I said, I'm about to block you. I got him up out of here. You understand me? That young man was being very disrespectful towards my husband. That's what put my radar on him. When he kept saying, Mr. Jerry, how you always number one? Because he is. Then when he said to me he wanted to be a managing moderator, I said, Mr. Jerry is the head moderator. You can have 2. And see what y'all don't understand? Every night when I end my night and I talk to my husband. We pray. We talk about everything that done went on the live. We pray for certain people. You see? Y'all, God tells me stuff. And guess what, y'all? I seen that young man doing big things. God was getting ready to open up doors for him. I'm talking about, he and the God that I serve, he may still do it. He may still grant him that grace because he's a motherless child. Yes. You don't play with God. You do not play with God. Callie said, what in the world when he said, I wish? Thank you. That's the period. Callie said, yes, ma'am. You told me about what you have seen and it was straight from God. Yes, you should have blocked him. That's ridiculous. Callie said, how in the world can anyone disrespect Mr. Jerry? That's your period. Period. Wow, but that's how people are, baby. That's how they are. Can I tell you something? Battle Bean, I don't know, do you remember me telling Battle Bean in my live one day? I said, I remember you. Battle Bean swear to God that wasn't him. On the 2nd of June, I was supposed to been here. But Chestnut started acting up. Had we known that was that throttle then, y'all, we probably could have saved Chestnut. Y'all, that young man asked me for my cash app. He cashed out me $30. He said, I want to bless you in honor of my mother. I want to donate $300 to your channel. Do you have PayPal? I said, no. We only have Cash App. He said, what's your Cash App? And I told him. He said, wait a minute. Is this your Cash App or your husband's Cash App? Because I don't want to donate nothing to your husband. Honey, my husband don't take nothing from me. Every donation that come on this channel is still in the Cash App. You understand that? It goes directly to an account that's set up for Williams Us 1969. And the reason I got it like that, y'all, so when YPP picked me up, all of my paychecks from YPP going straight into that account, and I'm going to use them to bless people. You understand? And when he said that, I said, sweetie, you don't even have to donate no money to this channel because my husband takes damn good care of me. You don't have to donate no money to me. You can just thumb up the video. That's good enough for me. Y'all, my husband is the reason why I'm able to do everything I can do. My husband give me $1,000 a week for allowance. Do y'all hear me? My husband work in cybersecurity and for one of the biggest companies in North Carolina. Mr. Jerry don't take nothing from me. He add to me. That's what my soulmate do. That's what a soulmate do. When I get, my husband don't even want, he want to, just like he said, this my journey. This the baby that God gave me. He didn't give it to him. Mr. Jerry didn't even want to be a part of YouTube. The few times that he came on and did the live with me, he didn't even want his face in the place. He really didn't. And when Bada Bing felt comfortable enough to come on my channel, and he revealed to me that his mom had passed, I said, I knew that was you. I knew you. He was inappropriate then. Girl, Callie, he was in the line asking Erica, do she whore? I think he said something about, in your past life, was you a whore? It was, I don't remember. God ain't letting me remember for a reason, and I'm glad he ain't. Erica said, and call me a whore or something to that effect. He questioning why Mr. Jerry #1. Yes. Yes. $300, you never received it. Right. It's okay. Y'all are y'all are one. Y'all are one. So what's the difference? What difference does it make of it was you or Jerry? Period. Y'all are married together, and if you want to donate something to someone, you but what the money, my husband we don't do that. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. The money that people donate to this channel is for this channel, because I don't need it. You see? That's not what it's for. You got some people out here that do that, y'all, but that's not us. We don't live like that. You understand? I had already told Mr. Jerry, I said, babe, I said my moderators, I'm gonna pay my moderators when I get monetized. I'm gonna give them all a stipend to let them know I appreciate them. You know? What in the world? Was he drunk? Or was it the devil? Probably, I don't know. Exactly. For the channel. And he shouldn't have questioned who Cash App it was. And Mr. Jerry, you and Mr. Jerry are one, but we got Williams Us got its own thing. It got its own thing because we turning it into a LLC. So it got its own thing. We set it up like that before I even embarked on this journey. Well, obviously, they judging the book. Thank you. Period. I said, why are people stereotyping black men like this, like all black men are bums? That's a lie. That's a lie. You do have some upstanding black men that have been raised right. Now, these children from the corn, but the ones back in our era, they was raised to be men. Period. They grew up with parents. May have not been the perfect parents, but their parents were present, and that made a difference. See, God was letting him reveal himself to me for a reason, and he missed the boat, y'all. He didn't see me block Angela. He didn't see that. He didn't see that. Y'all ain't no friendship on this walk. I'ma do what God say do. Love you dearly. But I'm going to do what God say do. Hey, Shannon, how you doing, baby? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what God say do. Y'all, we making some decisions about YouTube. If YouTube do not, they just keep evading the question. And I'm going to mention it in every live. Hey, they just keep, hey, Isabella, they just keep, welcome in. They just keep evading this question with just a bunch of bullshit answers that don't have anything to do with us. I told my husband, I said, study Twitch for me. Because if they don't give me what I deserve to have, I'm getting ready to move. I'm gonna have Mr. Jerry to screenshot my hours, and I'm gonna post them in the live so y'all can see for all 2,600 Kendrick family members to see what YouTube trying to do to me. Then after that, I want all y'all to email YouTube because it's not right. It's not right. That's right. So what? So what? So what God say? Right. The spirit almost got me blocked. You better rebuke it, cause girl, mm-mm, no, child. Two people got back to us talking the same BS, but they keep evading the question. And the question is, what happened to my 3,087 point something watch hours? What happened to them? Why is it showing in the analytics that I only got 1,500 and some watch hours? What happened to all of my watch hours? What happened to what I worked for? What happened to them? It's a lot of YouTubers I found out from a Kendrick family, from a Kendrick content creator that I watch, that a lot of content creators leaving YouTube. They leaving YouTube. Show this because ain't nobody got time for that. No, no. We sent now. We sent it to them again. So now what I'm gonna do? Y'all want to keep playing with me? I'm gonna screenshot my hours, and I'm gonna post them on my live for all of my community to see. To see what y'all trying to do to me and get away with it. Cause it's not right. And what they saying don't even apply to me. And now my husband see it. And my husband getting frustrated because they do not want to give us what we earned. They didn't give us anything, y'all. We earned that. I earned those watch hours. Period. Gonna say, we see the screenshot, baby. Okay, if you see the screenshots, then answer the question. What happened to my watch hours? Where they at? Talking about something, the watch hours in the earnings are the correct watch hours. Y'all, my watch hours in the earnings did not change for like 2 months. It stayed froze at the same. It wasn't even no watch hours in the earnings. And I was steady putting out content. That's what made me email them and ask them for a copy of my watch hours. Cause for a long time, it wasn't even no hours being updated on in my analytics for a very long time. And that's the reason why I was emailing them and asking them how many watch hours I got. Because for a very long time, they wasn't even updating my shit. Y'all done screenshotted me something and now y'all don't want to stand behind it. No. No, baby, that's not how this about to go. That is not how this about to go. People is crazy. I'm trying. People so deceitful. Girl, people so deceitful. People deceitful. I'm trying to tell y'all. And now, let me tell you what they doing. I'm knocking down 8 hours a day. I'm knocking down 8 hours a day now, y'all, because I'm in van life. And it's a lot to see. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to hear. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot. And now I'm here and I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And see, wait a minute, hold on, let me see. Cause I gotta get my bag ready so I can get going here. No, because they gonna say something about if the watch hours wasn't earned within 3, and for some strange reason, y'all, all my stuff, all of my content that I'm making public is ending up on a private playlist. So tomorrow, my husband gonna go through because see, Mr. Jerry, look, y'all. Let me show y'all how the devil got me. Now, I can't update. Let me get my gym bag ready. Why? So we can get, it's 6:01. Let me get my gym bag ready so I can get ready to get down the street to go take me a shower for the evening. Now, let me tell y'all what's going on. This right here, go in there, cause baby, I don't care if I just put them on. I'm in van life, and I don't wear the same thing twice. No, they gonna tell me that if shorts that I did last year, the hours supposed to be earned within the same year. Y'all, I've been on YouTube ever since October. Y'all hear me? No, the new year started January. I've been on YouTube ever since October. Y'all, it's about to be, we damn near a year in. And you mean to tell me that I ain't earned 3,000 watch hours? All that content that I done put out? I ain't earned 3,000. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. The only way a person ain't earned three since October, that means that I ain't been doing shit. I ain't even been on YouTube. But look at the content. Okay, even if you want to use that as a argument, and y'all, when we screenshot after we hear from them this time, and Mr. Jerry posts them screenshots out of my analytics, I want all of y'all to email YouTube. And if a change don't come, I'm leaving. And I'm going to drag their name through the mud. I'm going to post it all on shorts, the whole 9, to let everybody see how I was done. on YouTube. And I meant that. Because right ain't wrong nobody, baby. If CEOs get outed, y'all ain't going to be no exception to the rule. You can't mistreat people, period. They should be apologizing at this point and straightening out your account, period, especially if you got proof of baby. I two. Two. They sent me a screenshot. They sent me a notification through YouTube in January telling me I was at 2,087 point something watch hours. I screenshotted that. I got it. Then it was May. They sent me another notification and told me they like, Miss Jerry, congratulations. You hit 3,000 watch hours, Miss Jerry. You doing good. Give them what they want, Miss Jerry. Keep up the good work. But now here it is, time to put y'all hands to the plow, and y'all don't even want to give me the recognition that I deserve. But y'all want me to keep dropping content every single day. And let me tell you something else they do. In the morning, I try to knock out 3 to 4 hours, y'all. So when we go on live at 8 o'clock, we stay on from like 8 to 11 or to 11:45, because anything after 12 roll over into the next day. And I don't want that. I want all of my hours counted for that day. So I still get up at 3:30. I post my two shorts. My husband called me at 5. I get up at 5 and I get ready to go and take me a shower and start my day. Y'all hear me? That's what I do. So they saying you had to watch you had to watch hours, but no, they're not even saying that. They evading the question altogether and gonna tell me that the watch hours in my earnings are the correct watch hours. The devil is a fucking lie. The devil is a lie. So what the fuck happened to the three y'all from October to December? I think I had like 1,000 and some watch hours. All them watch hours, here it is, June. And you mean to tell me I'm doing something on my page every single day? Every day? And I ain't got the, but according to y'all record, and then look, I'ma screenshot this because obviously their algorithm think that I'm monetized, because in my analytics it's something telling me uh, about earnings from different advertisement companies. If I ain't monetized, that shouldn't be in my analytics. So somebody doing something. And it's finna be exposed for everybody to see. Because I'm not finna play with YouTube. No. No, they did not. Didn't I just tell you they said that the watch hours that I have now are the correct ones? So the 3,087 watch hours is for what? If the 1,500 and some is the correct watch hours, what was the 3,087 point something watch hours for? Y'all, let me tell y'all something. On my side right here today. thorns in my side right now. Nothing else but them. You understand? They slow down my clock, y'all. And that's why I try to start on the dot. Every time I do a live, I try to start on the dot. And I try to end on the dot. So it won't be no questions. You see what I'm saying? It's sad. It is sad. But you got a girl that's saying she don't even know how she got monetized. This girl don't have no following. She building it up now, but she monetized. Y'all hear me? Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a mess. It's a complete, utter mess. That's what it is. Period. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's what it is. I gotta come in here and sit my clothes out for wait a minute, y'all. Let me see. You have earnings, but you haven't received payment, so they can report earnings to IRS on money you never received. Period. Because ain't no way that letter should be in my analytics if I don't qualify for it. What you sending something and I screenshotted that too. See, this ain't that. This ain't that at all. God just told me, screenshot this so you can have it for your records. I never knew it was for this. Out of everything else that I'm going through, I got YouTube trying to cheat me out of something that I earned. And like I told Mr. Jerry, I said, see, the reason why we got that spirit lingering around us is because we let people get away with things that we supposed to take action on. When you don't take action on people doing you wrong, it just becomes domino effect. See, some people think, nah, I'm just gonna let go. Ain't everything meant to let go and let God. Ain't everything meant to be in that order and to be that way. Some things are meant for you to fight for. Period. And you don't have to battle with nobody to get your point across. You don't have to do that. That's not what that's for. You ain't got to do none of that. But you don't sit in silence neither. And let people just piss on your head and call it rain. You don't do that neither. I'm getting my clothes ready, y'all, for bed tonight. Now, where them underwear just fell to? Because I know. Oh, here they go right here. You just don't do that. No, you don't do that. Some things, you know what I'm saying? And it's aggravating. Y'all, let me tell you what the girl told me today. When I was in the restaurant to try to get me some ice. Y'all, that girl told me. That girl said, that girl told me that somebody stole her dog. So, Miss Jerry, are you enjoying the van life? Callie, let me tell you my my qualms with van life right now. This van, number one, I should have zero problems or complaints about this van. I should be stepping into the next step of trying to get solar panels to get DC to DC. You understand? I can't get DC to DC because I don't have a reparable van. So since I can't get DC to DC, that means I got to use power stations that I got to go and get charged every single day, which is hot as hell, because people getting familiar with your face. And you don't want that. Van life is a very low-key thing. But when you in a town, even though this is my hometown, and you going to the same establishments every day because you limited to where you can go, people getting familiar with your face. And that's not good. That's number one. Number two, health-wise. I got my refrigerator right there. I got my refrigerator, y'all, but it's being powered by a power station. So every single day, I got to go and I got to charge these power stations every single day, which means people getting familiar with my face. Because I try to skip around. I can't go but so far in the van because it's about to either throw a rod or a piston. I got a lot on me. I got a lot on me right now. But I'm still trying to thank God and be optimistic because like I said, I got kindred spirits that's going through way more than me. Where the most reliable place to charge? Burger King and any laundromat. But Burger King for sure. Burger King for sure. If you go back and look at my live earlier, I was in Burger King charging them. At any laundromat. Yes, you do have yes, I do. And I shouldn't be having to worry about YouTube trying to cheat me out of hours that I earned. Number one. And like I told Mr. Jerry, I said, babe, I understand that Mr. Jerry don't like conflict. But it shouldn't have to be a conflict for you to go to somebody and tell them when they done wronged you. You tell them and you leave. But to not say nothing at all, y'all, that's why we keep going through what we're going through. You don't have to be conflicting, but you got to be bold and stand on your truth. That's the difference. Other than that, y'all, my day, I have very peaceful days. But I don't want to keep being in Cleveland. I want it to be my choice. We should be going through a lot of things. But worrying about this van and all, y'all supposed to be seeing me getting DC, getting solar panels put up on this van. That's what y'all supposed to be seeing by now. Y'all supposed to be seeing the next phase of van life. I'm 55 years old, y'all. Eating out every day ain't good for Miss Jerry. Not with Crohn's disease. I had a plan out here. And Mr. Randolph and his wife knew that plan. And they did this to us. Hey, no, that's not good. I know it. Hey, Miss J, I'm good, Maurice. How you doing today? Good to see you. Getting my clothes ready so I can go up here to Planet Fitness and get ready to take my shower for the evening and move on and do our regular. That's it. Y'all, I was going to stay on the west side tonight, but I decided not to. I don't know why, I just didn't want to. Not tonight. I'll do it tomorrow night. Yep. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning with my endocrinologist, and I'm gonna let her know what's going on and how things are going, and I'm gonna ask her, can she put me on one of the weight loss shots so I won't gain no weight in this and I won't get unhealthy. I can't. I promise you, y'all. Miss Jerry, could it possibly be that all of the stuff charging up in the car? Baby, we don't have nothing charging up in this car. What are you talking about? These are portable power stations. These are portable power stations, baby. I go and sit in Burger King, and I go and sit at the laundromat, and I charge these stations every day. So there's nothing charging on this battery. We wouldn't dare put nothing on a battery in a vehicle like this. We wouldn't do that. This whole vehicle probably would have been died. We wouldn't do that. That's like throwing rocks at the penitentiary window when you know your ass gonna go on the other side. We wouldn't do that. No. And they say you can get them prescribed from your. I am. The endocrine. Yeah. Yes, she do. Here they do. Yes, they do. They know how to get you approved for them weight loss shots more so than your primary care doctor do. These primary care doctors here suck with a capital S. They don't want to do that paperwork. They don't want to go the extra mile to do what they need to do to take care of you. He said they are right. No, I don't have DC to DC in here. That's what I was telling Callie. That's what I should have been. That's the phase in my life, y'all, that I should be on. Going somewhere, getting the DC to DC done so I won't have to keep going out doing that. You in Florida? They can do it, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do that. Erica, I wouldn't dare put nothing on Chestnut. Chestnut can't bear nothing else, baby. Chestnut barely living and living barely. I wouldn't dare do that. Some doctors care and some believe that. Believe that. Honey, I told y'all that the lady gonna tell me Uh, I don't want to step on the other doctor's toes. But you supposed to be doing what's in the best interest of me, the patient. Don't worry about stepping on his toes. Worry about keeping my toes intact. I told y'all the things that God allowed people to reveal to me is unbelievable. Because here, before you can see a primary care doctor, you have to see a nurse's practitioner. And a nurse's practitioner, I don't even know the purpose of them. Because they can't do shit. Nothing. Insurance makes them do all the paperwork because they don't want to pay out, but just keep trying. I'm going to see my endocrinologist tomorrow, and she's in weight management, and that's all that it's going to take. That's all it's going to take, Nate. Thank you, God. That was crazy I swear to God. And then they wanted me to do a thing on her. And I did it, and I told them. I told them word for word what she told me. I said, I thought she was supposed to be doing what's in my best interest. But instead, she telling me about who told she don't want to step on. Y'all, I'm just, I'm just, I'm just at a loss. I'm just at a loss. Ain't no need in me playing. I'm just at a loss. I hope they work well for you. My dad has lost 30 pounds. That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Baby, they gonna work. Because guess what? If I got to go to a private clinic, weight management clinic, and get those shots, that's what's going to have to happen. Because I'm not going to be out here, and I got to be out here until the 8th. I'm not, in order to get a decent van, I'm not going to be out here eating this fast food and I end up morbidly obese. I'm not about to do that. Y'all, I got an oven. I got a 2-head burner. I got all that stuff. I got a toilet. I got cable. I got a TV. I got everything I need in van life except for a reliable vehicle. And we paid for one. We knew that we were going to have to trade Chestnut out. But we thinking at least I have the summer to do van life and enjoy myself and do good content and let everybody enjoy. Y'all, them people, they shitted on my head. Can't you pull a stove in your van? What you mean? What you mean? Baby, listen to me. You see that? That's my refrigerator. It's being powered by one of these stations. That started off on a full charge. By the time we get back down there to park and I get up in the morning, probably even before I go to bed, because I got it turned up a little bit more, that power station gonna be dead. You understand? I don't have enough power in this van to even run to keep that my refrigerator together. And I got 4 power stations. 4. 4. That's how much power these portable refrigerators pull. So now what I learned when I get my new van, I'm going to have to get solar panels. I'm going to have to get the DC to DC. Then I'll be able to cook in my van and go buy food and put it in my refrigerator and don't worry about it going bad. I got stuff in there now. I got stuff like fruit cups. I got plums. I got my flavored water. I got regular water. I got little stuff in there now. But I want some real food. And I want to cook. Y'all didn't hear me when I said y'all, what I should be worried about at this point right here now is getting solar panels put on Chestnut. But instead, I'm back at one. I got the first find a reparable van that ain't slung a rod or a piston. That shouldn't have never been sold. That's safe on the road for me. I'm back at one. Why y'all think I'm still in Cleveland? We can't take this van out of Cleveland. So now what I got to do, and me and my dad, we gonna do it. We gotta look for me a reparable van. Then after that, I got to still worry about DC to DC. In the meantime, I still got to get these done. I got a lot fall back. Then to be bothered with this bullshit about this van. I got a lot to do still. And I've been here 30 days and ain't got nothing accomplished. Except for my eyebrows microblade. I go get the last microblade and the shading done on the 26th. So at least I did get them done. That's the only thing. And it's getting discouraging, y'all. And it's getting frustrating. And I'm trying not to complain because I know of a kindred spirit that's in way worse shape than me. But guess what, Miss Jerry? Listen to what you just said. God has provided. Yeah, I am. I am. You exactly where God. But why? But why? 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 Y'all, the place where I go take my shower at every evening, that Planet Fitness, across that street is two twin high-rise buildings that overlook the lake. I used to live in those apartments 5 years ago. I left Cleveland, headed to North Carolina from those apartments. Okay, babe. Y'all, my husband working on a Sunday. My husband's so worried. But he don't want me to know that he worried. But I know. Because when I call Mr. Jerry now, he don't answer the phone and say, "What's up, babe?" like he normally do. He answer the phone and he say, "What's wrong?" Yes, I can. I can question God. Yes, I can. I can ask him why. I can question my earthly parents and I can question my Father in heaven. Yes, I can. Take that resonate and leave out that don't. I don't believe in all that stuff. I don't. I don't believe in stuff that happened. And y'all know what? Every time I cry, Cutie Pie come to me. Every time I cry. Yes, you can. That's their old way of thinking, baby. You can absolutely ask your father why. He's your father who art in heaven. The only difference is we don't see him. But yes, you can. If it's a question in your mind for your father, ask him. You covered by the blood of Jesus. Lean toward. I'm not lean, baby. Everybody and their mama know I'm not leaning on I don't do that. Never have. And I tell them all the time. Don't lean towards your own understanding, but in all ways delight yourself in the Lord. Let him direct you. I tell my people, that my community, this all the time. I don't lean towards my own understanding, but at the same time, baby, I'm gonna say how I feel to my father. Erica, you stuck in that 1800 Christianity, baby. We're not. You understand? Mother done it all. Deacon do wrong. Sister shut the fuck up. They gone. You understand? This a new day. And all that stuff that we were taught ain't nothing but myths and bull crap. That's all it is. As a child, when you become a woman or a man, you put away all childish things, including the way you think. If you if you could question your earthly parents, why can't you ask your Father in heaven why? Make it make sense. All you have to do, all of this stuff that done been thrown and bestowed upon us, all you got to do is ask yourself, do it make sense? And the truth will come out. Now, what I'm gonna tell you, lean not towards your own understanding, but in all ways delight yourself in the Lord. Cause baby, Miss Jerry there, babe. Trust me, I delight myself in him. You absolutely can question God, and the situation that we find ourselves in can't be explained. Thank you, but you must stay period. Yes, King David, despite being called a man after God's own heart, did express doubt and question God at times, particularly during times of great distress and suffering. I'm trying to tell you, Jesus even questioned his father on his day of crucifixion. I'm trying to tell you. You better stop thinking like that, Erica. You ain't gonna get to where God trying to take you. That's why I tell people I don't read the Bible. You know how many people done chopped and screwed and fucked and sucked that Bible to death? Do you realize that? You take that resonate in your life and you leave that out that don't. Just like people like, ooh, you cuss. God ain't, baby. You really think God ain't gonna bless me because I cuss? My mama was a cussing Christian, baby, and I guarantee you she in a mansion in heaven. I guarantee you that. Because it ain't what you do, it's how you do the do. Period. David cries out, my Lord, why have you forsaken me? Why why are you so far from from saving me? So far from the word of my groaning. That's just the devil talking. I know it. I know it. That's what I'm trying. I know it. I'm not listening to that, baby. I'm never gonna listen. Can I, sweetie, sweetie, sweetie? I ain't about to listen to that. I ain't. I done told Erica more than one time. Stop with that. Stop with that. Don't none of that matters to the Lord. What matters to the Lord is what you do next and how you love the Lord. I really don't think you being I really don't think you being disrespected. I really don't. I think you don't like being checked in Jesus' name and being corrected. That's what I think. Sit down and stop it. That's my thing. No, I really don't think no one in here said anything that was disrespectful. Because if they did, I would have stopped them. Don't nobody want to be corrected, Erica, when they think they standing on what God say. No one. And I think I told you this before in my life. Without questioning, we make no period. The Lord gave us mind to quit and think. So you mean to tell me we can do something to our earthly parents that we can't do to our spiritual parents? Period. Period. You got to change the way you think, Erica, because can I tell you something? You leaning towards your own understanding. You understand? I was raised up the same way on them same values you own now. They don't work. They don't work. They 1800 AD BD bullshit. That's what it is. Honey, no. No, no. No, no. We living in 2025. Yeah, you can. Of course you can. But it ain't gonna change the way we feel. Sure not. Girl, ain't nobody on that. We in a different time zone, living different lives, doing different things. If you don't question God, then how you gonna know what's going on? But you can question your earthly parents. Mm-mm. Deacon do wrong dead. Period. I don't think God will let you do something to your earthly parents that you can't come in his presence and do. I don't think God do that. In fact, I know he don't. If I can come into his presence with thanksgiving, I can come into my parents' presence with thanksgiving and enter their course with praise. I can do the same thing to my Father in heaven. How can it be disrespectful to God and not be disrespectful to the people that gave you life? All you got to do is sit back and just think. We were taught wrong. We were scared straight for whatever reasons only God knows. But we're adults now. So we allowed to think a little different now. Even Jesus asked his father, right, on his last night, why me? Period. Period. I didn't exactly trust my earthly father, so it took me a while to trust my Father in heaven. Well, baby, can I tell you something? That's sad. That is really sad. That's sad. And then, and it don't help, with all due respect, that you stuck back in 1886 Christianity. Don't none of that help. Talk about leaning towards your own understanding. Child, child, you came this far by faith. Yep. Leaning on the Lord. Trusting in his holy word. He ain't never failed you yet. So there's no need for you to feel like that. And can I tell y'all something? I still believe that some parents, God anointed some people to be our parents just to get us here. But they wasn't meant to raise us. I still believe that. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave that there. If you think you ain't stuck, go back and read and read your comments that you just said to me if you think you ain't stuck. You say you don't supposed to question God. Where you get that from? Who told you that? Where you learned that from? Period. That's what I'm saying. It's the way she thinking. It's gonna cause her to crash out. Watch what I tell you. Watch. But God already know. God already knew. Yep. That's what I'm saying. See, Erica? That's what Battle Bean attached itself to you. Because it is, you see, now do you see? Kindred spirits attach themselves to one another. That's why he attached his, he knew Callie before he knew you. He attached himself to you. And this is the reason why. So where you get it from? Because I was taught that as a child. And my mom, and ain't nobody instilled that in my mama but her mother. And who instilled it in her mother? Her mother. Slaves. And where they got it from? From their handlers. Period. If y'all don't know what it is, that's why Battle Bean attached itself to you. Kindred spirits. He knew Callie way long before he knew you. But guess what? He never attached himself to Callie in that way. Never. That's what I'm saying. Kindred spirits. You may not think y'all kindred spirits, but yes, y'all are. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's frightening. I never seen in the Bible not to question God, but I was never able to question question God, but I was never able to question my earthly father. Nate said the fear instilled in the past will only be overcome by asking questions to people in authority, and that includes the Christian God. Thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you something. We all were scared straight growing up as children by one type of fuckery or another. But that was as children. We adults now. And you gonna be held accountable for whatever you do. God don't want to hear, but as a child, God don't want to hear that. Why you think he said what he said? As a child, I do as a child. When I become woman, man, I put away all childish things because you're responsible for yourself from that point. You supposed to go out in the world and make your own path to the Lord. Not what you was taught back in 1683, but from this point right here. Just like my husband told me, stop cussing on the Sabbath. I said, babe, do you really think God care about me cussing? Or do you think he care about what I do next? Which one you think? If I'm cussing in the atmosphere, expressing myself, you think God care about that? I said, please get away from me with that. I said, because I'm going to be in heaven before you. You understand? Period. Y'all, it ain't nothing nobody can tell me. You understand me? And I'm not going to let them. Because my walk is my walk. You understand? My stand in front of Jesus ain't going to be with nobody but me and me alone. Ain't nobody else going to be there but me and Jesus. You understand, God? That's it. That's it. That's it. And Erica, if it seems like I'm being harsh on you, I am. Because that's something that young man attached that spirit with yours. That's something. You 55 and he probably, but he didn't attach it. He didn't attach it to Cali. But he found solitude in attaching it to you. Girl, you better look at this. Cause let me tell you something. When I don't see no growth coming from people on my channel, that means that you ain't receiving. And I get you up out of here. You understand? Erica, you got to have a talk with God. Just like Angela. Shirley, the earthly flesh, like Angela. But Miss Jerry, the woman that walked with God, got to stand against Angela. You understand? Shirley, the earthly flesh, like Bada Bean. But Miss Jerry, walking with the Lord, gonna do what God say do. And that's just period. That's it. If you don't change the way you think, and allow growth and elevation in your life, you look around and you gonna be an old woman. And like everything that God got for you, you gonna miss. And I'm here to tell you, ain't nothing wrong. Why y'all think I cry on YouTube? Why you think that? You think I care about what people say? I don't care about that. I cry for mercy. I cry for grace. I cry because I need God and I need understanding on what is going on. I don't like it. But who am I? I got to stand on God. That's it, y'all. All I got, all I don't have, all I wish for, all I can, all my everything is God and my husband. Y'all, human beings come and go. But who left standing? God, grace, and mercy. Miss Jerry and Mr. Jerry. That's it. Sometimes God messages are missed because his angels sprinkle a few curse words in there and they're not focused on the message at all. They focus on the messenger. Because they human flesh say judge. And that's what I said on the Sabbath. I said, y'all in here playing with God. Y'all mocking God. Y'all focus supposed to always be on God. They missed it, Nate. They missed it. You let somebody prophesize to me that I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be like a deer in headlights. For real? For real, God told you that? And those were the exact words that you spoke in that live that night with Bada Bing. Those were the exact words you spoke. You said my flesh is a mess. I don't forget nothing, Erica. I keep trying to tell y'all that. I know my heart is right with God. I don't know where the young man went. I'm in ministry 7 days a week, listening to direction from God. I'm not attached to no demonic spirit, not at all. Let me tell you something, Erica. And I'm going to be very honest with you. You may be in the word 7 days a week, but the word ain't in you. You understand? Come on, let's politic. You understand? The word ain't in you. Because if the word was in you, you would have owned up to what you said. Those were the exact words that you spoke in that live when that young man said, do you whore? Something about a whore. You said something to him about some flesh or something, and he was like, I think he said something, so you was a whore in your past life or something like that, he said. I don't remember. Hey, you see? This the same thing Battle Bean did when Erica, I love you, baby. And I'm gonna pray for you from a distance. But I'm gonna have to let you go. Cause what would it have rendered? What would it have rendered, baby? Nothing. Nothing at all. Shirley love you. Miss Jerry love the Lord. And I keep telling y'all come in here and God gonna reveal y'all to me. It does, Erica. But you just did the same thing Battle Bean did. When I asked Battle Bean, I said, it's you. You the one that said something about donating $300 to my channel in honor of your mother. But you didn't want, I don't want to send no money to your to your husband's Cash App. You just did the same thing he did. You be blessed, baby. This not the family or the community for you. Have a good life. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying? You see? When God put my radar on you, I'ma let you I'ma let you drown yourself. And I'ma tell you why. You see? Those were the same words she spoke that day in that live. But then she said, I didn't say anything about no flesh. Those were the same words she spoke in that live that day. When you and Battle Bean was on was on the live, and you was like, no, my flesh is something with Miss Jerry. I don't forget nothing, y'all. I don't forget nothing. Nothing at all do I forget. Nothing. Nothing. No. No. I don't forget nothing. Now you don't want to own up to nothing because you scared, baby. My radar was on you. I don't have time for this type of stuff, y'all. I ain't got time for it. And God allowed her to say that. I'm sorry what you went through with your father. I'm tired of you correcting people with this 18th century bull crap you got going on in ministry. Take that back over there. Take it back over there. You may be in the ministry 7 days a week, but the ministry ain't in you. That's the problem. They all focused on the flesh and the sin and the judgment, but they need to focus on other messages around that on the other 1,000 pages of king. They ain't got time. They ain't got time. See, people don't want to be corrected. Don't nobody want to be corrected. Don't nobody want to be told the right road and the right path that they should take. No one wants that. No one. But baby, sometimes you got to be corrected. Y'all, my thinking in Christianity ain't never been like this. But when I decided to pick up my ball and follow God, I decided to learn him for myself as my father. And not one time has God said to me, oh, I'm going to make you suffer because you cuss. I told my husband, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Erica knew that I had my radar on her. Erica kept trying to send me her personal number, and God told me, don't. Because while you on the phone talking to her, that's going to take away time with me. And I told her when she kept trying to give me her number, remember that, Callie? And her number wouldn't show up. I said, sometimes you got to read the signs. Sometimes you got to read what God trying to tell you. You understand? I said, maybe that's not what God wants to happen. Because she kept asking me, you see my number? No, I don't see your number. God wouldn't come through. It was going to be more of a distraction than it was ever going to be what he want me to be. The way I was raised is if you did it or said it, you bet, period. Because you going to speak some kindred words that's going to spark a memory. But remember when I said to her that she said something about some flesh or something? You remember that? She said, I didn't say anything about flesh. The same words you just wrote in the live, it's the same words you spoke that day. She's in ministry 7 days a week. She don't have nobody there that can take that number, that phone number. And look, when you said, Nate, when you said that's a spirit, and you remember when I told her, I said, I don't understand how Bada Bean spirit connected to yours, and he knew Callie longer than he knew you, but it didn't connect to Callie. But it connected to you. This why. This is the reason why. Thank you. And here it is, God done allowed you to type the same words you typed that day. But it connected to her. I'm not having that in here. I ain't having that. It wasn't clicking. I don't know what to tell them. Because when I recognize you, I'm getting you up out of here. And that's just on God. Period. I think I missed what just happened. You sure did. You miss God. You miss God. You miss God. You got to go back and watch. Fall back. You gonna have to go back and watch. You miss God. You miss grace. Because this is what God does. Y'all hear me? Nathan was like, that's spirits, because it was something she said to me. Lean not to, baby, I'm not leaning toward, no, lean not toward your own. You don't supposed to question God. Yes, you can. What? Yes. Yes. In living flesh. It was a young man in here fall back named Bada Bean. Bada Bean, and I prophesied over them. And they was mocking God. And remember, she said, "No, I want her. No, 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 no. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I love you, Shirley. I love you. But a lot of us gonna be just like Moses. God gonna use y'all to do His will, but because of the sins, y'all ain't gonna never get the crossover. You understand? They hinder spirits, and I see how. I see how. The same way God revealed Bada Bean, God revealed Erica. And I can just tell Erica, I said, you almost got banned from my live. She said, the spirit almost got me banned. Your spirit got you banned. So you go on, you feed the homeless, you do whatever you need to do. See, when that number didn't come through, y'all, and I heard God, I already knew she was sent to be a distraction. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. She was sent to distract me. Y'all, can't nobody turn Miss Jerry around. I don't care what I go through. I don't care. I don't care how many tears I shed. I cry for grace. I cry for mercy. I cry for God and God alone. And I don't mind the world seeing me cry. I don't mind any of that. Because before it's all said and done, we all gonna have to shed some tears before the Lord. Period. You got this, just like you told me. I have this. And together, we period. She out here trying to close your mind up while you trying to pray hers open. Nate, I don't know where you been, but thank you so much. And you know what? Sister D said, Miss Jerry, what's going on? Why we don't, no, that was Amy. She said, why we don't, it was either Amy or Sister D. She said, why we the only two holding a, I said, because that's the way God do it. God gonna send me somebody in this live, every live, that's gonna stand behind me and beside me. Just like God appointed Aaron to go to to go to Pharaoh, because Moses had a speech impediment. So God anointed and appointed Aaron to go and speak. You understand? God gonna always send me a protected angel, an angel that's gonna watch and make sure, a listening angel, a seeing angel, a speaking angel, and a protected angel. God always send them to me. They do. I keep trying to tell them. I know everybody in my life. Can I tell y'all something? This is not that. I'm not on here for show and tell. I'm on here for grace and mercy. God led me to Miss Jerry and spoke to her about my situation, and I love Miss Jerry for that. I love you too, Callie. And I love God for everything. I love you too. I love you too. Yep. Y'all, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that it don't bother me that the black people. I'm not going to never tell y'all that it don't, because it do. But even Jesus had to pay a hard price. Who you going to listen to? Who you going to follow? Y'all think it don't hurt? Yes, it does. Because you develop a momentary soul tie with people because you're human. But don't ever forget your journey. Don't forget what's important. And what's important is obeying God. People gonna come and people gonna go. But don't attach your heart to nobody but God. And protecting your peace. Every time I cry, look who come to me. She gonna find her way to me. She sure is. All right, girl. All right, Papa. Okay. Yeah. And y'all surely like Erica. Get down, baby. Get down. Surely like Erica. Surely like Erica. But Miss Jerry follow God. I got to do what God say do. I hear people gonna come and people gonna go. But the ones I send will stay and grow. Yeah. That's it. Period. Yeah. Yeah. Erica, she confused. She don't understand. She confused, y'all. She shocked. That's the problem. And I don't know how. And I don't know why. This is not that, y'all. I ain't got time for that. I don't. I gotta do what God say do. I got to do what God say do, y'all. Do it all. The only thing that's making sure that I'm okay on this journey is grace and mercy. People don't care. People do not care. Y'all, Chestnut cut off on the freeway today. I'm on the phone with my dad. Guess what my dad said to me? Okay, well, call me back when you get straight. What happened to, well, where you at? But what happened? Well, do this. Well, do that. Yep. That's why I don't, y'all. I can't. I got to stay with God. And I am. And ain't nobody gonna turn me away from that, y'all. No. Mm-mm. No. Nope. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling none of that, Sister D. I just don't want to. It's not good. Not good at all. Girl, I don't depend on nobody but God and my husband. I keep telling y'all that. I don't give them my opportunity to disappoint me. At all. But then when I got where I'm going, it don't surprise me. I wasn't raised by him. No. No, but I'm gonna put this in here so I know where it's at. And I need to change this anyway and get a whole new one. I wasn't raised by him. Sure wasn't. Don't let he do surprise me. That's a human. A poor excuse for one. But that's a human, girl. Y'all, when I tell y'all I depend solely on God and my husband. That's it. I don't count. I don't count. Hey, Jihad. You always find out who got your back when you're in need, or when, period. 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 Y'all, a journey is so things can be revealed. That's why it's called a journey. God, so much done been revealed to me. Y'all been seeing it. So much has. So much has. See, when God getting ready to bless you in a big way, Mr. Jerry, like, see, when God getting ready to bless you in a big way, y'all, he got to reveal things. He got to remove people that ain't meant to be there. And he got to bring the ones in that are. We don't understand it. But our understanding ain't never been his. Just like when I block these people out of my life, they don't, to them, see, That's how you know that their intention was never real in the first place. Why you here? We all here because we trying to hear and know and love and understand the will of the Lord. We trying to get to the sevenfold blessing. And Miss Jerry just decided that she was going to showcase hers live and in living time. That's all. That's the difference between me and them. Y'all seeing the suffering. Y'all seeing the things that I'm going through. But y'all also seeing where my faith lies. That's what y'all seeing. And the ones and the ones that's trying to get there, they recognizing it. And the ones that are here to play, they missing the boat. Just like Nate said. They ain't understanding the understanding. And I can't get them to do it. You let somebody sit up here and tell me God getting ready to make me a millionaire. And I say I wish. And I play with God and mock God. And it's not your job to do so. That's her job. That's their job. Period. 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 See, y'all, some people get on here, get on YouTube for show and tell and to get to their next level and say what people need to hear. That's what some people do. Bear false witness. Ain't nothing about them godly. I was here when you said it, Miss Jerry. It seemed like within 24 hours they both blocked their blessings. Period. Erica, every time I come on live, Erica there. When I blocked Battle Bean, Erica didn't come on live. This her first time back on my live since Friday. And when she came, that's why I told her. I said, you know you was finna get blocked. You know that, right? What people don't understand, and I keep trying to tell them, and I'm telling them, when I get off live, when God put my radar on you, and I get live, I talk to my husband, and I talk to God. Sometime to 3:30 in the morning, and I post my videos, and I doze off to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. That's why I come to the park and I go to sleep. I catch up on my sleep then. Y'all don't be scared because I sleep up at the hospital. I staff camp there every night. So I don't be scared. I be up talking to God about my family, my community, about everybody on my lives that's in my community. That's what I be doing. So when I tell you something, I'm telling you what God revealed to me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know why I cussed y'all? Because I'm going to show y'all How God, grace, and mercy covers me, even through me cussing. God know I'm made of flesh. The only people that don't know I'm made of flesh is other humans. They the only ones. Because God knows. And God don't care. They don't. And let me tell you what's so crazy. The day before Angelique got blocked, Battle Bean blocked her by mistake. So I thought it wasn't by mistake. Do all things, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will direct your path. Because the very next day, she got blocked. And you want me to tell you what all three of these people got in common? Really for Goddess, Angelique, Battle Bean, and Erica. You want? Yeah, yes. You want me to tell you what all four of them got in common? God allowed them to tell me the errors of their ways. Do you hear me? God allowed them to tell me the errors of their ways. They confessed it right on live. Yes, yes. And remember, Battle Bean made a mistake and blocked her. And I said, why you block Angela? Why you blocked her? And Battle Bean said, I didn't mean to. And see, I wasn't in the realm with God. God allowed him to block her. So I wouldn't have to. And I went right behind him and had to block her. I'm telling Angela something. She throwing something back. I heard that voice clear as day, son. You may as well quit talking to her and let her go. Because she not in here for change. If you tell her to go right, she gonna tell you 5 different ways. I told her what I heard the voice say. And I told her, I said, baby, I said, I can't battle. We don't battle against flesh. We battle against principalities. And I ain't here for that. I can't do that. Everything I told her, she threw back the feet. When that voice talk, y'all, I'ma hear it. Every time. Battle Bean got mad that night when he didn't comment enough, and he thought Mr. Jerry took his number 1 spot. LOL. Baby, Mr. Jerry is my husband. And Mr. Jerry is always number 1 is because Mr. Jerry always the first one in my live. And he always do the first comment. And his comments be like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So the top fans, whoever comment first, right. But you see, he didn't accept that. He didn't accept that. He emailed me last night, y'all. He said, this is my last email. He said, it was a typo, Miss Jerry. I didn't mean to say that. No, it wasn't. It wasn't no. I just allowed what you was feeling to be written. That's all. That's all it was. That's all it was. He said that his phone is on autocorrect. Listen, did y'all just hear what I said? He said his phone was on autocorrect. That means what you wrote, it is correct and how you was feeling. And I don't care either way. Because you shouldn't even have them kind of feelings towards me. I'm just the messenger. Pay attention to the message. Erica acted as if she was devil's period because of the comments that she was making, and God allowed Nathan to say it. Nathan, like, that's the devil. That's an evil spirit. And she said, y'all, can we agree to disagree respectfully? I said, I don't think you being disrespected. I would have never allowed you. I don't allow people to be disrespected on my channel. But at the same time, don't get mad when your true intentions be revealed. Don't get mad. It is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. Those true colors finally came out. They wasn't hidden from me. You don't believe me? Ask Mr. Jerry. They wasn't hidden from me. That's what I'm saying. People come on here and people think that they be selling me. No, no, no. I don't believe in alowishes. I believe in God. So she thought, you better ask Mr. Jerry. And they said that's exactly what they said when they didn't want to entertain your point of view. Just theirs. Period. Period. Well, anyways, I got a dilemma, and you still got that dilemma. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Take it to God, not Miss Jerry. Miss Jerry just the person that God anointed to tell you how to get to him. Again, paying attention to the messenger and not the message. It's sad. Ooh wee, Miss Jerry. Ooh, ooh wee. Miss Jerry don't play at all. At all. What time do we have? What time do we have to play? We ain't got no time to play. Y'all, look what's going on in this world every single day. Look what type of people we dealing with every single day of our lives. What time do we have to play? Y'all, these people literally doing dirt on Jesus' name. That time passed. Thank you, Nate. Years ago. Y'all, look at Mr. Bob at Bob Automotive. How he pick up Jesus? Look at the deed he sold. Look at Randolph and Cassandra Leaks. Look what name they had on their tongue, and look at the deed they sold. Do y'all see what people around here doing? What time do we have? Look what happened to Shanquilla Robinson in the name of friends. Look. Y'all ain't getting attached to these people. That's why I tell them, Shirley, the earthly flesh, like you. That's what I'm saying. But look what happened to the best friend. How many years later, after Kanika Jenkins got killed? Look what happened to the best friend. Didn't they say the best friend and Eileen or Irene allegedly set her up to get killed? So freely shall you reap it. You shall sow it. Prophesy something over Battle Bean Head today. And I hope he heard it. Because the people that's around him, y'all, they only around him because of that money. When that's all. Because they don't like him. Because he judgmental. He sits up and he judges them. And it's a woman. And can I tell y'all something? He two different races. I don't know if it's Puerto Rican or Latino and black, or I don't know if Puerto Rican and black or Latino and black. But he being deceived by a woman, a girl. And everything she getting from him, she taking it on to somebody else. God showed it to me clear as day. I told him, because I know he lurking around my page. See, that's what happens, y'all. They come on here, they want you until the truth got to do with them. They want grace and mercy until grace and mercy got to check them. Humans. And Erica, the first time Erica came in my life, she told somebody, you don't supposed to put Jesus as long as you put his name in your mouth. That's all he care about. So somebody taught her. Who? Who, y'all? You don't supposed to question God. Who taught you that? How you relate God, your Father in heaven, to your Father on earth? Erica wasn't telling the truth. Erica was not telling the truth, y'all. Erica wasn't telling the truth. Erica was not telling the truth. She wasn't telling us the truth. See, some people ain't on here for salvation. Some people be on your live and be in your live for attention. They don't be in your live for salvation. They be in your live for attention. You understand? They're attention seekers. They don't wanna hear a word from God. They want to take up your time. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. I ain't got that kind of time, y'all. I'm sorry. I just don't. I ain't got that kind of time to give to people. But I can direct them to somebody that do. But Miss Jerry don't. Let me take you down. Because the devil had you shaking. And I don't want you to break this window. On top of everything else we going through, we don't need no broke windows, y'all. Period. We don't need that. Get down to your pie. Because we get ready to go. We get ready to go. We get ready to go so I can take my shower. So we can get ready to hunker down for the night. Come on, you want to come back up here? Get on the bed. Lay down. Because ain't nothing going to move. I'm making sure. Ain't nothing going to move. You okay. You're going to be safe. Relax. Okay, baby. Lay down. Let me take me another Tylenol, y'all, because my hip is hurting. And I don't know why. I promise you I don't. Mm-mm. Erica didn't tell the truth. I don't know what Erica going through. People, y'all, some people just come evil. I ain't saying she evil, but I'm saying she misled. Them people in that ministry she in, them slavery time minded people, they sending her to hell with pork chop drawers on. And that's normally what happens in a church. That's normally what happens in a church. That's what they normally send you. Cause they want to instill all that 1686 bull crap on you that God didn't even tell them to say. You know? That's normally what happens. Now where all these screws come from? Where these screws come from? These screws wasn't up here. I try to keep my little space clean, y'all. As clean as I can. Because I know me. And I try to take me 2 showers a day. At least 2. Yep. All for mercy. I don't know why. Let me see. Nate said that was a reach. I don't even know where she was going with that. He said, I be in your bushes, LOL. I listen to you while I'm doing things. Callback said, I think battle meant well. Erica drew him in. Something happened. Something happened. They spirits connected. How, I do not know. Because ain't no way in the world Battle Bean had just met. Erica hadn't been with us that long. Something happened. Something happened. Something happened. A distraction. And see, I was in the live, but I was handling other business. And I don't know what happened. I really don't. That's why I said, I don't understand how you connected your spirit with Battle Bean like that. I don't get it. I don't get that. And both of them left the same way. Something happened. Something bad happened. Sure did. But Erica, Erica didn't tell the truth. And y'all know something, her name ain't even Erica. I don't know what her name is, but it ain't no Erica. It's sure not. See, when people, y'all got to remember something. Social media dark. Social media is a dark place, y'all. He was responsible to what he was responding to what she said. He came in late. But he can't, it's the way he responded. I told Battle Bean, and Erica took it as a joke too, cause I could tell by the way she said it to Battle Bean. She took it as a joke, and then when she saw I noticed, she tried to clean it up. She took it as a joke. Both of them, and ain't neither one of them coming back. I don't have time for that. That's why I keep telling y'all, make sure you're right with God. Make sure you keep yourself together and keep yourself right with God. I keep trying to tell y'all that. How many times have I said that? How many times? She just caught a way of self-righteous. People love to tell others how to deal with their struggles. I want to see her psychology degree. I want to see her life coach. She don't have one. She don't have one. She do not. Erica know when Erica, y'all, when I blocked Battle Bean and Erica didn't come back up in here, Erica knew I knew her. That's all I'm going to say. Erica knew I saw her. Erica knew I knew her intentions. I seen it. I seen it. It was clear as day. I seen it. And it ain't that she could tell me. Because Miss Jerry don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. If I go to the extreme of getting you up out of here, you're not coming back. That's it. That's all. I ain't turning around. That's it. Battle Bean should have never been attaching himself to nobody no way. Period. That's how them people he dealing with getting over him right now. Trying to tell you. So Liz, you shouldn't have never let it happen. I'ma leave you to enjoy your evening. Stay blessed and resilient. Love you, Nate. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Nate. See you later. I'm coming back on later on. I'll be back on shortly. I'm finna go and get my bath and stuff out the way for the evening and get ready to hunker down. That's what I'm getting ready to do. So I can get up and go up here to this doctor in the morning. And I can have a talk with her and try to get myself together. That's what I'm getting ready to go do. I ain't got time for that type of stuff, y'all. I don't know why my car smells like gas, but it sure do. Yep. Y'all, we getting off live in 30 minutes. I'm just letting the car warm up so it can catch up with the fuel. It can catch up with the new throttle body. And I ain't got to worry about it cutting off when I get ready to take off. Yep. So we gonna get off in 6 minutes. And I'm gonna come back on and I'm gonna do 3 hours tonight. And I'm gonna get it on up out the way. God gonna send me somebody that's gonna ride the wave with me tonight. Sure is. I hate Battle Bean got caught off guard like that. That's why I tell y'all, don't get attached to these people. We don't know these people. We just met these people 2 minutes ago. Keep your heart right with God and let that do. Don't let nobody take you left when God trying to take you right. You don't do that. Because earlier, I had told Battle Bean the same stuff earlier. And he received it with no problem. I don't know what made him start playing with Erica. I don't get it. I don't know. Yep. But it's okay, baby. The words say a lot of them ain't gonna make it in. And we ain't gonna be no exception to the rule, y'all. A lot of us ain't gonna make it in God's kingdom. A lot of us ain't gonna make it to see God's grace. A lot of us not gonna do it. And the ones that you think gonna be in that number, they ain't gonna be nowhere near. Nowhere near. Yep. You alright, Papa? I'll be glad when I get my baby up out this trap. I swear to God I do. Where she can ride beside me and be just as happy. Be this little happy dog she be when we be in my Buick Encore. I'd be glad when we get her up out. Stop, cutie pie. Stop barking at people, girl. Your little bitty self. You ain't gonna bust a grape in Welch's backyard. What you back there barking for? Y'all cutie pie's a bully. She better stop bullying on people. She sure better with her little bitty self. She don't even wear a $1.05. She just wear a buck. 50 cents. Yep. You better stop. LOL cutie pie said I ain't no killer. Wait, I ain't no killer. Don't push. You silly D. Girl, I'm telling you. And you know what, D? You know what's so messed up? Every time I think I got kindred spirits, that's why I don't attach myself to nobody on this journey. You can't. You can't. You cannot. When you look up and you attach yourself to somebody on this journey, you look up, girl, the journey over. Right. That's it. We just a bunch of kindred spirits. And that's how Erica came in my life. When we have our late night fellowship, and she came in and asked me how I felt about divorce. Yep. Who else did that, D? Angela. Remember? Angela. Same script. Same script. I know they waiting on me up at Planet Fitness to come in. I supposed to been there at 7 o'clock, y'all. I'm supposed to be on my way down the street, but God doing something different here. Ooh, that was, yep, exactly. Same thing. Divorce. Same script. Same script. That's why you can't get attached to people on social media. Pay attention to the message, not the messenger, y'all. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. People. People trip. People trip. Yep. Just like they seen me with this. She was like, I said, no, 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 no. I said, this my medicine for my Crohn's. Whenever y'all see me with this, if you notice, y'all don't see Miss Jerry vaping every day. If you notice. But when y'all see me with this in my hand, I'm trying to calm the nerves in my stomach. Y'all don't see this in my hand every day. Just like them leaves. That's my medicine. I got a medical marijuana card. And on the back, it tells what my illness is. Don't see if at all. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because my Crohn's disease don't act up. When you see me with this, 9 times out of 10, my stomach bothering me. And I'm trying to calm the nerves in my stomach. I ain't got time for that. Y'all, that's why my daughter and them stay high. They got it from me. Me and my friends used to blow, baby. Hustle and blow. That's all we used to do. On a day like this, everybody be at my house on 93rd. Y'all, I done laid out a smorgasbord of food. Remember, I'm a country girl. I done laid out a smorgasbord of food. We all eating, smoking, drinking, got the music blasting, having a ball. That was every Sunday at my house. Sure was. Y'all people don't care. Hustle and blow, that's it. That's it. That's what we used to do. That's what Quinn and Brittany get smoking weed like that from. They got it from me. Ain't no need me lying. They did. They did. But see, I put down roots. They take care of their children like I did. They got nice houses like I have. They drive nice cars like I have. You know, even Chestnut. Chestnut nice. She just tired as fuck. You know? Yeah. They take care of their kids. They keep a house full of food. They cuss like sailors. They scream, holler, and yell. Yeah. Ain't no need in me lying. But when do the cycle get broke? Look, I promise you, these said good old Chestnut, we will never forget him. Never. Never. And the day Chestnut leave, we gonna be on live. I probably will cry. Maybe that's why God allowed me to buy Chestnut. That put him to rest. Cause that motherfucker wasn't gonna do it. Yeah. He wasn't gonna put her to rest. Maybe God used me to do it. Put old Chestnut to rest. Old Chesty. Look, D, when Chestnut used to come up, I used to be like, come on, Chesty. Come on. Mr. J. Now we gonna look back at these times and we gonna laugh about them. We really are. And that's gonna be the beauty of it. When you can look back at these times and laugh. Because that's what we gonna be able to do. Yeah. They're gonna be like, you coming in late today. Yes. Yes, you gonna laugh about it later. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. J, I'm like, come on, Chesty. Come on, you can do it. Everybody in the live praying. Take the wheel, Lord. Y'all, Erica was right in there with us. Her name ain't Erica. I don't know what her real name is. But it ain't Erica. I don't know. See what I'm saying? I'm just like Jesus. Father, do my will. That's all I need you to do. Stay focused on me. And what's more important? Yes, you're going to laugh about. I am the. Y'all finna get off of here and call Mr. Jerry and go on down here and take my shower. I'll be back on shortly. I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna come back on and stay on for like a couple of more hours. On our way to the top, y'all. Let me do what you about to do. All right, baby. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all. Everybody that came, I will. Everybody that came on the live today, thank you. Love you, Callie. Love you, D. Thank you, Nate. Love you. Thank you, Fallback. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Y'all my brethren in God. Thank y'all. Battle Beam, we still praying for you. Love you, Mr. Jerry. Erica, I need you to go away. I'm going to talk to my father about you. Because you need guidance. And I can't give it to you. Maurice, I love you. I know I feel you going through something. I'm gonna get to you. But just know, Shannon love you. I hope you doing okay this evening. I love y'all. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm finna go down here, get my shower at Planet Fitness, and when I'm done, we gonna hunker down for the night, and we gonna talk to probably like 11 o'clock, and we gonna go on and go. In Jesus' name. Bye, y'all.